Hi, this is Nick. In this video, I will share how to use the stacked bar chart to create a visual, where the regular bars will display the current month and the indicators to display the trend versus last month. Step 1. Here's the raw data. We have country, volume, and date. First, let's create a measure for the total volume of the current month. And we're using a function called datesMTD, meaning current month to date. And this will be the measure for the regular bars in the chart. And then we need to create another measure for last month using two functions here, previous month and datesMTD. And then the third measure for delta, which is going to be the differential between current versus last month. And this delta will be used for the trend indicators in the bar chart. And for step 2, we will continue to create another measure called trend number and symbol. The max x and all selected function will find the max value among all countries. Or in other words, what is the largest bar among all countries? In this case, will be 110. And then times that largest value by 1.3 to make sure that we will have enough space for the trend indicators. Feel free to adjust the 1.3 to 1.2 or 1.25 based on our own data. And finally, minus the value for the current month, then this measure overall will reflect that additional space that we need for the trend indicators. Step 3, let's create another measure called text. First, we're going to use the switch function to set up different conditions based on the delta. And the Unicodes are used to represent the upward and downward symbols. And that will be the ones displayed in the bar chart. Now we have the upward and downward symbol from the switch function. Then we're going to add in a space right there between the symbol and the delta value. And finally, we're going to add in the value of the delta. Notice we use a function called ABS, which represents the absolute value of the delta, because when it is a downtrend, we want to display the data as 66%, not minus 66%. That's why we use the absolute value there. And one more thing, notice the 0% right there. That determines the format of the value displayed. Feel free to adjust it if you want to have multiple decimal points. Step 4. I promise this will be the last measure we need to create. And let's name it as the conditional coloring. And with the switch function, this will be used to determine the coloring of the trend indicators. Step 5. Finally, we're going to start to create a stacked bar chart and put your country column on their y-axis. And then on their x-axis, we're going to put two measures down there. The current month from step 1, and then the trend number and symbol from step 2. And then the next step is to change the bar colors. Go to Format Your Visual, and then Expand Bars. And then select Current Month, and choose your preferred color. And then select the other measure. Change the color to white, and now the bar chart should look like this. And now we need to change the data labels for the regular bars. Go to Data Labels, select Current Month. Under Value, change the color for the data label. And then select the other measure for trend number and symbol. Scroll down a little bit to find Value. Under Field, open up Data option and select the text measure we created from step 3. And change the color to black for now to make it visible. And feel free to make it larger a little bit. And then click on the FX to initiate conditional formatting. And then in the pop-up window, select Rules for the format style, and select the measure conditional coloring created from step 4. That's going to be the one we use to set up conditions for upward, downward, and level of trends. Now your visual will look like this. And then go to Data Labels. Make sure you still select this measure, and under Options, adjust the position of the data labels for the trend indicators. And then one more thing, If the values of a trend indicators are not percentages, but integers like 71 or 332, all you need to do is go to the text measure we created from step 3 and adjust the format right there. Or you can also add a dollar sign as well. Enjoy Power BI and have fun.